Okay, hi, how's everyone doing tonight? Yesterday or day before yesterday, I posted how to secure a semi to a truck, and today I was lucky enough to pick up a car. So I'm gonna show you and describe to you how we load cars. So what I do is I throw a chain through one eyelet. Usually you want to use one of these because you can crush the pockets, which I'll show you on the other side how that happens. But what I do is I throw this chain to the other side, run it through one of these again, bring it back, and then hook it to itself like so. That's all you have to do for the initial first step. Well, that's the second step. The first step is really lining this up with the center of your wheel as best you can. And then when you secure that chain to itself, you want to have about that much room when you first start out. You want to be able to touch the tire and come out that. Your chain will be like right where my pinky is on both sides. That's where you want to do it. And then you do that to the front, and then you do the same thing back here to the back. Same exact thing. See? And again, see, I had it centered on here. You want to go under. You don't want to go, I mean, you can go around here too if you need to. Go under. Equal pressure from the bottom, that way it doesn't close in, cave in the bottom here or anything like that. But sometimes if your chain is long enough, you can go under this one, underneath, back up this one, and around. I don't particularly recommend that, but you can do it if you had a bad pocket or something like that. But again, you know, you want it centered, dead center almost. So whoop, dead center. Now normally when I do these, I run them to the back. I run my straps to the back, but because you don't have a lot of room here and you don't have a lot of securement area here, it's easier to just run them into themselves. As long as they're both pulling in, you're legal. So that's what I did here. Put it down underneath, came up, strap it down. Okay, that's how I did on this side. Now when you do this originally, you want to do 3 ratchets. So, you know, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And that's how you want to do it on each side. Don't want to do more than 3, because then what happens is when you come over here and do it, if you look across, see how nice and straight that is? If you do 5 or 6 on that side and 4 on this side, it's going to be on level, and you want this to be as level as possible, because this right here is stopping the car from rolling forward. Okay, this chain is. So this strap, which, you know, come up and over the tire, is holding it down, and the chains, because I mean you can't move that chain. I mean the back one will always be loose. So whatever side you're pulling away from will always be loose. So this one will be loose, this one will be tight. Same thing on this one. This one's going to be tight, this one's going to be loose. Now no matter if you pulled those forward, this one would be tight and this one would be loose. Now personally, like I said, I always do my chain. It doesn't matter where you hook the chain. You can hook the chain on the inside or on the outside, or like front or back side of the tire. I always do the front on the front and the back on the back, because it's just easier to get underneath here sometimes. But also sometimes you have to worry about with some of the cars that have like mud flaps. Like this one has a little one, not a big deal, but some cars have a mud flap that comes down to here or lower, and you won't be able to go forward. You'll have to go back, or if you do have to go forward, you just have to stretch this out longer, and it'll bring this down lower. As you can see here on this side, I don't have a rail, so I use my J-hook plates. You know, they're in there. They're going to move a little bit, but that's okay. That's what they're supposed to do. And yeah, that's how I did it with the J-hook plates on one side. So you get to see it 2 ways, with the flat hooks and with the regular hooks and the J-hook plates. As you can see, it matches the both sides, nice and level, going across both ways. And that car, my friend, is not going anywhere. So I hope you guys like what you see. If you guys have any comments, questions, or any ideas of how to do something better, or if you see something, you know, let me know. Again, you also want to be, you know, kind of straight in the tire in the middle. I think this one's off a little bit, but that's okay. You can adjust it if you want. It's very simple. Just crack that one down and this comes loose, you slide it over, retighten it, and you're good. But that's how I do my cars. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy, and have a good time. Be safe out there, and I'll catch you on the next one. Later.